EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions coming up next. Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams in Detroit football. You don't got to say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against
the punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from Ford Field. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
Ever since Derek Carr came into the league, Mike, he's been historically a very passionate and productive NFL quarterback. He has the arm that can make every throw. But sometimes it's that arm that gets him into trouble. So he's got to find a little balance, a happy medium between aggressiveness and recklessness. Because when he's playing well, they have as good a shot to win games as anyone.
That's complete. It is Buster Miles. And we'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. The motion there, tight end Johnson. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. The motion there, tight end Johnson. No play action with Carr.
He decides to go with the safe throw that throws it well short of the sticks. At this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The shotgun. It's Carr. In trouble. Down he goes.
Outside of the turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads it out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step. And a strong performance here certainly helped him achieve that goal.
Throwing on second down, Goff. He's going to try it here again. He's got it! And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. That one, take it in. Malik Raymond. Touchdown, Lions.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. Across the 20 to mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. He's going nowhere. He'll lose yardage on that play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Carr working out of the gun. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they'll be set up now. I'm past the 40 with that one. They'll break the 100. Coming up now for first and 10. The motion there, tight end Johnson. First down throw for Carr. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. There's Marcus Davenport in there for a sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. Throwing is caught. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Chubb backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Carr. And the defense unrelentingly gets the sack. Here's Lou Henry now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. This will be a return from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here. He will take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. The Lions offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead. And he's into the end zone. Safe grab. Touchdown, Detroit.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And they go out losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to come down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Here's their running lead. He is on to hunt for the Rose. This one, returnable. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will score. Here it is. Touchdown Lions. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Need to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up second down. It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's a 3rd and 10. The motion there, tight end Johnson. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On comes with the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Here comes a return. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Off to throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't like it.
Alternate Emo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away. From the gun, on third down, it's gone. Again, looking deep downfield. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And that'll set up 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he will go all the way. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this one. First down now.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handles. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Far from the gun on third down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Here's the punter. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with him. First and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. zone. That is caught. Bobby Brayden. Touchdown Lions. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. Badgley's extra point is good. And the Lions stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Shaheed now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, after the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, his quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he will score. St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Badgley's extra point is good. And the Lions keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. This offensive line does have no answers right now. It's another sack. Carr now on 2nd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after the pickup of about 5. 3rd and long. Carr. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Saints will punt this one away. As this drive quickly stalled out, he's on to punch it away. That's taken in at the 50. Team's magic moment from the rookie who takes it all the way. What a great way to announce yourself to your teammates as a huge part of this team.
Yeah, and there's no greater way to establish value and to earn a role on a team like than through special teams. Now, when you could do it as a returner and you can impact the game by putting points on the board, man, that is different. In this case, that's exactly what he does, and that is a huge impact play here by the young rookie.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Saints offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. They'll get it up for you as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Kamara. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up. First and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Goff. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball went in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll let this go towards the end zone. There's going to be hauled in. He's got it. Sam Laporta. Touchdown Lions. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. They try to establish some tempo. Start this one with 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Short one, caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and long. throw. And he's going to be taken down a second for what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints lining up in punt formation, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided.
In this offensive onslaught, a little bit of history, 8 passing touchdowns in one game. That's an all-time NFL record for a quarterback. Badgley's extra point is good. And the Lions stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. He's not going to get too far. Tackle back for a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Carr. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. Inman. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Carr. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made it back.
Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, with the good coverage, and there to get a hand on it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked, going the other way.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. To throw on first down. His offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. second down throw from Carr. And he's going to back down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. What can they do here? This is third and forever. The shotgun. It's Carr. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a third consecutive time. Now the return. And it's a good return here. Able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Goff. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So you have another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. Here's Badgley for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's second and 6. Off the play fake. This offensive line just has no answers. It's another sack. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be offside with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Now a pass deep for St. Brown. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is third and 10. Here we go. One final play. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Lions. And this was as good as it gets, all three phases of the game, in perfect harmony as they post a lopsided shutout victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.